So Jim, you're retiring. I just want to give you one piece of advice. Never forget, the early worm gets eaten by the bird, so sleep in. In all seriousness, congratulations on your retirement. It's well deserved. You've left your mark at Burns & McDonnell. We appreciate all of your hard work. Thanks.
Jim, the department's in good hands, I want to assure you that. I read a book. I listened to a book. I looked at the cover of the book. How to Manage Like It Was the 90s. And I got this, Jim. So I challenge you in retirement to trust and have faith in me. Good luck in retirement, Jim.
Don't worry, Jim. I will make sure Chris takes care of things for the department. Also, there are a few words of wisdom that were shared with me that I'd like to just reiterate that will help you in your future. First, drink upstream from the herd. Not really sure how that applies. We'll skip that one. Don't ever corner something meaner than you are. I mean, you have all those bears down there. I guess that makes sense. Let's see here. Oh, keep skunks and bankers at a distance. That's a good one. Keep that one with you forever. Well, I think that's it, but we'll miss you a lot in retirement, Jim.
Jim, I can remember the first time you hired me. I guess it is the only time you hired me. It's pretty good then. You were in the elevator with me. We ran across that time manager of substation, Jeff Camden, and he said, "Hey, who's this guy? I need to talk to him." You said, "Absolutely not," and then took me out on the next floor. I still remember that day, and I'm so thankful that I ended up in NIA with you, working with you all these years. I hope you have a great time in retirement. I hope you enjoy life here and down south. And I hope you don't be a stranger. I hope you come back, come to the Oktoberfest, come to some Christmas parties, wear some funny hats maybe. Anyways, thank you very much for all the years.
Hey Jim, in retirement, I hope you can trade out unwieldy clients with all their contract terms, schedules, and deadlines to managing those bears, squirrels, and possums there in that holler, and you get just as good of hillbilly neighbors as you do people to work with here at the office.
Congratulations, Jim, on retirement. We want to thank you so much for the 35 years of hard work and dedication that you've given to Burns McDonnell and to NIA. And I personally want to thank you for being a part of hiring me as NIA's first admin. I really, truly appreciate it. I want to remind you that retirement is not when you stop living at work, but when you start working at living. So, the Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we know you're going to have a lot of adventures ahead of you, and we hope that you'll come back and share those adventures with us at some point in time. And in the words of Dr. Seuss, remember that you don't want to cry because it's over, but smile because it happened. We love you, Jim, and wish you the best.
Hey Jim, you've grown NIA from 0 people to 200. It's been a great ride, but it does remind me when Wally Womack, my predecessor, left, he talked about the day when he was going to go from 600 people to 0. And he knew that he could come in and ask any of those 600 people to do something for him one day, but the day after he retired, that was going to be 0. So you're going to go through the same thing. Reminds me of your words of wisdom where you talked about using relationships and influence instead of your authority. Your authority is also going to go to 0. But let's think about your sphere of influence. You're going to be influencing black bear and possum. So with that, let's talk about I went on the internet and looked for a few opportunities for you to learn. So the first one is experience, attitudes, and demographic factors influence the probability of reporting human black bear interactions. That'd be great reading for you. Another one I found. This one is factors affecting possum reinfestation, implications and management. So I do think you can look at your sphere of influence and accomplish a lot for both your own property and your neighbors. So Jim, keep managing. You did great here. You're going to do great in the future. Enjoy your retirement. You've earned every bit of it. Thank you.
Hey Jim, I would like to say thank you for all of your years of sage advice. Many times Matt Olson and I would come over with a new and interesting problem related to many things. Some strange phone calls from clients that we needed some advice on how we handle. And just wanted to say thank you for all that advice over the years. And I only have one real piece of advice as you start probably spending more time at the cabin is I would strongly recommend not poking the bears. That I feel like that's one of those things that's carried through the years, and I wanted to make sure you were well aware of that. Don't poke the bears. I mean, you've already seen what they do to the feeder, so I would highly recommend you personally stay away from the bears.
Me providing words of wisdom to Jim Cupp is kind of like me coaching Michael Jordan on his jump shot. It just doesn't really make sense. But what I can do is give you thanks. Thanks on behalf of our company for being part of the generation that established us as an employee-owned company. Thank you so much on behalf of T&D and NIA for growing us from 1 to nearly 300 in our group. And thank you personally for mentoring, coaching, teaching, and sponsoring me in my career. You will be sorely missed. Enjoy your retirement, Jim.
Well, Jim, I hope you really enjoy your retirement, and I appreciate the 23 years we've spent working together and all the mentoring you've done for me over those years and given me opportunities. And I just really hope you enjoy your time in retirement and enjoy drinking the cup of coffee, watching the sunrise, and enjoying all the sunsets and doing all your fun activities you enjoy to do, like play your banjo and guitar and go hunt and just enjoy hiking around. And so you deserve it. You've worked very hard, and we appreciate all your hard work here at Brunswick Dental. I'll never forget you. Thanks.
Hey Jim, I just want to congratulate you on your retirement, starting the next chapter of your life. And I wanted to thank you personally for what you've created over here in NIA, what the groundwork you laid and all the hard work and all the years you put in to build up this incredible franchise, really, and giving all of us, the next generation, a future here at Burns & McDonnell. A bright future, a future that's full of new ideas and innovation and all those type of things that you helped foster over these years. I wish you the best of luck. Enjoy your time down in Arkansas or wherever your journey and adventures take you. Best of luck, Jim.
So Jim, I remember talking to you in the fall of 2009 before I joined Burns & McDonnell. I was still in college at the time, and I remember calling you when you were the department manager, telling you that I was going to decline a position at Burns & McDonnell because I was going to start with an employer in St. Louis, which is where I wanted to get back to you. I remember being on the phone, entering into that conversation with me essentially saying thanks but no thanks, and within an hour of us talking, you had completely turned my decision around, making it such that I was then, after that conversation, reconsidering and even leaning back towards joining Burns & Mac in Kansas City. So that was a pretty impactful conversation, pretty impactful on my life, and changed the trajectory of where I was going to head after school. So I want to make sure you knew that you have had a lot of impact on people's careers. You've had a lot of impact on people's here in the work environment at Burns & Mac, but also people's personal lives and their decisions on, at least for me, where I ended up moving after college and where I began working. You've taught me a lot over the past 9 years that I've been working around you. You've taught me that 90% is an F. You taught me to not confuse effort with results. And because you and I are trending towards the same haircut, you even taught me that the time I needed to cut my hair was when the little ones on the side and the back started sticking up and I started getting bedhead back there. So both from a personal standpoint and a work capacity standpoint, I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss not sitting next to you like I have for the past 18 months. And I wish nothing but the best for you in the future.
Jim, we go back a long ways together. You have 34 years of service, and wow, that's a long time. We're both originals. I realized I was 26 years old and had dark hair when you started working here. I remember back in the early days working for the city of Riverside, California. Riverside loved Jim Cupp. He was a great engineer and he took such great care of them. We got so much work because of you, Jim, and thank you. You had a super strong relationship, and that made such a difference with that client. I remember working on the South Florida Water Management District project. It was a communication project, and you and I didn't work on a lot of projects together, so it was kind of fun. I remember it was so cool to be a part of a project that was keeping salt water out of the Everglades, and being the old green environmentalist that I am, I thought that was a pretty cool thing to work with you on. I've enjoyed watching your group grow. You started as just the SCADA group, then became telecom, network, and engineering, and finally to networks, integration, and automation. I'm not sure about all the name changes, but your group continued to grow and you were profitable. You've helped make T&D great by being such a great engineer and businessman. You've made so many sacrifices for the company, and we appreciate it. Congratulations on your retirement. I will join you in retirement one of these days, but don't rush me. Thank you for all you've given to Burns & Mac.
Hey Jim, as you embark on this next chapter of life, I hope you have plenty of time to spend with Debbie and your kids and the grandkids, and get to do some banjo playing and hanging out in the woods and bear watching. Hope you really get to enjoy this next phase of life. And I guess my words of wisdom for you would be, don't get caught speeding so fast that I have to come bail you out of jail. On a personal note, I just wanted to take a moment to tell you thank you for everything that you've done for me over the last couple of years. Both for me professionally and personally. You've been a huge component of my work life, and I know that I owe a lot of my success here at Burns & McDonnell to you and how you've advocated for me over the years. And you've also been a really good sounding board for me in non-work matters, kind of playing my surrogate dad role. So just wanted to tell you thanks for all of that, and know that I really appreciate it, and I'm going to miss seeing you every day at work, but you can't get rid of me. And so hope you're ready for more time, more lunches with me and Moxie and now Maxton. Thanks so much, Jim.
The key to a long-term relationship is a short-term memory, and also bears.
Congratulations, Jim, on your achievement. Because I don't want to say retirement, I say this is the birth into a new situation. And I'll leave you with the words of my grandfather, Delmer Lewis, who said that when you decide you're going to leave a situation, you don't lighten up, you tighten up. Remember that things that sit still collect moss and dust. So don't spend a whole lot of time sitting around. That's what happens to people who, bad things happen to people who just sit still. So with that being said, enjoy the new phase.
Hey Jim, it's Snow, Arkansas, but growing up in small town Pennsylvania, we got a little saying. Goes a little something like this. Considering you've been around these parts since the Hog gave my brother Bill, I reckon you know how to play this hand out and walk away a winner in this game. From the project management team and from the organization as a whole, we owe you a debt of gratitude. You started this thing from nothing and grew us into a behemoth, and we really appreciate it. Personally, I just want to thank you for taking a chance on me, and best of luck in retirement.
Well, good afternoon, Jim. You're finally heading off into the sunset or the mountains or wherever you're going to live with the bears. I just want to say that, one word of wisdom you passed along to me that was a quote actually on my Skype was that it takes a long time to write short sentences. So I've always appreciated you reviewing the documents I put together and helping me be concise, just like you are. Wise chosen words are better than a long, drawn-out, blustery paragraph. So always appreciated that feedback. I was trying to think of words of wisdom. One thing I thought of was the famous song, "Don't tug on Superman's cape, don't spit in the wind, don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger," and we'll say don't mess around with Jim, even though I think it's slim. But so that, appreciate all your time, Jim, and everything you've done for the department and helping this group start off and grow into what it's grown today, and couldn't have done it without you. And I guess my last word of wisdom will be, it's always better to be playing the banjo than hearing the banjo. So take care, Jim. Appreciate you.
Hey Jim, congratulations on retirement. I just wanted to say, to quote my favorite person, Kevin Malone, why use lot word when few word do trick? So just congratulations on your retirement, and thank you for all you've done. Enjoy retirement.
Hi, Brian here from Cupp Mountain, and I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting better cell and Wi-Fi service from the head of the telecommunications department, but I digress.
Jim, I haven't been here very long and haven't got the opportunity to work with you very much, but one of the things that I've always been impressed of was kind of your commitment to doing what you enjoy. And I hope that as you transition to this next part of your life, that you continue to find things that you enjoy and do them. And most importantly, I hope you remember that you've made an impact, or you made a tremendous impact on a lot of us here at NIA, and we won't soon forget that. Thank you for your time.
Hey Jim, thanks for making NIA what it is today, and congratulations on your retirement. Go Cuppies!
Well, Jim, the day has finally come for you to throw in the towel and call out the old retirement. I suppose the 8 years that I've been here, I can attribute a lot of my success to what you've done in starting and growing NIA and the great processes and people you put in place to lead this group. It's been a lot of fun being part of the growth and seeing where we are today, none of which would have been possible without you. So for that, I thank you. I also thank you for your wise words of wisdoms that you've given us this year. They've been very valuable, and I'm glad that you took the time to bestow your wisdom upon us. So with that, I'll leave you with one very wise word of wisdom for your retirement as you run off to the backwoods of Arkansas for the remainder of your years. And that one word, or one bit of wisdom that I have for you is, don't get eaten. Far too often do people let hubris creep into their relaxed retirement life, thinking I've got all the hard work done, it's just time to relax and not have to worry about anything. And before you know it, that's when the bear sneaks up around the corner of the cabin and gets you, and you're nothing but a faint memory to those of us back here at the office. So I ask of you, do not let the hubris creep into your retirement the same way you did not let it creep into your professional career. And if you ever need an extra hand to take care of the bear problem down there, you have my phone number. I'd be there any weekend. Take down some bears, refill some feeders, maybe even take down a deer or two. With that, I'll send it back. Have a great retirement. We'll miss you. Stay in touch. Peace out.
Hey Jim, Lance here. Just wanted to wish you the best of luck in your retirement. Thank you for everything that you've done, creating the greatest department in all of Burns and McDonnell. I know you're gonna have lots of free time out there in your retirement. I just want to leave you with one piece of advice. It's not about how fast you mow, it's how well you mow fast.
Hi Jim, this is Morgan. For whenever you forget who I am, now you have this video of me. I have gotten the opportunity to sit by you for 2 years out of my 4 years in NIA, and I really learned a lot from just being by you all the time. I loved all your funny stories, and you always gave me like a lessons learned for my frustrations I would come to you with, and always taught me really good things about the company and just how you came into this company when it was so small and how much it's grown over the past couple of years even in NIA and just since you've been here. So I really appreciate all the words of wisdom you've given me, and I feel very lucky to have gotten to know you on a more personal level. I hope that you have so much fun in Arkansas. Don't get too complacent and don't be sitting on the couch eating junk food. Make sure you're getting out there and sending us bear videos or bear pictures and seeing what else they can get into on your property. And then hopefully you still have a place in Lee Summit, so we'll be able to catch up from time to time. But it was just a great honor working with you and for you in NIA, and I hope that we forever live on your legacy of creating NIA, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Jim, the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water the ground. So wherever life takes you, give it your best and have a good time.
Hey Jim, this is Alex here with some words of wisdom for you and your retirement. I know it's simple, but I just wanted to tell you, enjoy your retirement. And if you do find yourself getting bored, whether you're here in Kansas City or down at the cabin, Branson's only a couple hours away, and I've heard the shows are always looking for new talent, so that's something that could keep you busy. On a more serious note, thank you for everything that you've done for me and for this department. I'm going to be very sad to see you leave, and I'm going to miss the bear updates. Thanks, Jim.
4 rules for country boy living. To live your life right, we got a few rules that you need to live by. Blaze orange and camo and now your everyday attire. What's for dinner? Meat. You're still required to shower at the cabin. There ain't no need to smell like a dead carcass on a hot day. T&D will miss you, NIA will miss you, HR will... Well, we'll miss you and that beef jerky.
Jim, just wanted to say congratulations on your retirement. Thank you for all you've done for the department and Burns & Mac. You will be missed. And please know that if there's anything I can ever do or anyone at the department can ever do to help you out, please let us know. Thanks again and have fun.
Hi Jim. I really like sitting by you the last couple of months and getting to know you better. From talking about the drones and bears to problem solving that geometry problem. And I just really appreciate when you took the time to help me through some of the things. Just getting your advice, it has always was really important to me. And I look, you're gonna really enjoy your retirement. And I hope that you still stop by so that we all can catch up with you. But yeah.